think they're out of Lebanon, but I'm not sure.
There is one out of Lebanon. That's one too.
Are they out of Lebanon?
What are you
They got a
talking
branch in
about?
Lebanon? Okay. I think that's where they started.
What are you talking
Either
about?
Lebanon or Claremont.
Blacktop.
What's blacktop?
They put blacktop down. You know, tar.
Oh.
Bitumen.
Okay, so they lay the road.
They just spread it out really and compress it.
But hey, makes it smooth unless
They
it's
pour it and press it. That's what they do.
unless it's the
Pour it, spread it, press it.
302.
Thank you. Congratulations on your new ducks. And yeah, if you want to shoot something quick for your channels, happy to do that.
Got it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to use this for yours anyhow.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
So we bought the house in 2016. Spent like the first year kind of working on it, fixing it up because it wasn't quite ready to be moved in on.
Yeah.
And then my wife moved up. It was fall of 2017. She moved up. I was still living in Washington D.C. and like coming back and forth.
That must have
And
been
then,
hard.
oh, it was tough. And then, but the spring of 2018, I ended up, getting a job lined up here, and got out of our place in DC and moved up here full time. And so, yeah, this is like almost the end of the 4th season of farming. It's been pretty cool so far.
Yeah.
What made you pick Vermont?
So my wife and I both grew up in Connecticut, and so
Yeah.
like always lived in New England. Moved to
Very cool.
so like
Yeah.
grew up in like central Connecticut, went to college in Boston, lived in like Hartford for a while I was an adult, moved to New York, so I started to go a little south. I was like, okay, this is okay, I can be okay with this. Then moved to DC,
you hold this?
and I was just like, I can never live in Washington DC. This is way too south for me. Like I have lots of friends in the south. South is great, just not
AJ,
for
would
me.
you hold this
And
for
so
me?
we wanted to move back
Thanks.
somewhere more rural. And
Step back.
thinking about New England, wanted to be a couple hours from our family in Connecticut, but also wanted to not be like right in central Connecticut.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, we looked up here, looked in New Hampshire a little bit. We just always really liked Vermont, and just kind of the people, community, kind of all that aspect has been great. And so that's how we ended up here.
See, we moved out of Vermont. I grew up in Vermont, with mom being an 8th generation Vermont farmer, Etienne and I being the 9th.
Right.
And now we're in New Hampshire. It's like we moved over there because it got a little expensive over here.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford to,
Well, around here it's
have
not that
people
bad.
place.
Like, somewhere like, Washington County or like Chittenden County, that's like a whole
Yeah.
nother stretch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So still really liked it so far.
That's wonderful.
Good.
Yeah.
What made you decide on ducks and geese?
So started with ducks because nobody else is doing ducks. And so I've always wanted to have a farm, and like I've always wanted not just to like raise food for my wife and me, but also for like our community and like actually have a farm business. Like that's always been my goal. And so I wanted to start with something that nobody else was doing around here, because like it's hard to compete when people are selling backyard eggs for like $2 a dozen. Maybe if I can offer
When it cost $3 a dozen
right,
to raise
just
them.
for the feed alone, right?
In our case, it's almost $5 a dozen. We're
Oh yeah,
running-
no, I mean this
Well,
is going back 4
organic.
years, right? But like
Yeah.
now it's gotten even more, and so it was like, well, ducks would be a niche that'd be different, and then I also wanted something that could work with the orchards because I planted the orchard like in the fall of 2017,
Yeah.
and so ducks also seemed like they could help with pest control and weed control,
Right.
Yeah.
and so that's how I started with ducks, like that, but then said, ooh, I kind of like this idea of geese grazing. Can I really expand on that?
Yeah.
And so then in 2019, that's when I had the geese for the first time, and I just have absolutely always loved them. They're still probably my favorite animal on the farm. And now we just, a couple weeks ago added the cattle. And so that's like the next step. And so it's just, continuing to grow and like find ways that like work from a business standpoint as well as good for the land. That's
Yeah.
what we're trying to do. So that's what drove the ducks, the geese, even the cattle.
Yeah. That and the geese can work for guard duties too.
Yeah.
You have a problem with snakes
They are.
because I used them in that situation when I was in Windsor.
Oh, completely. No. So since we got, in 2019, we got both the geese and Toby dog. And that combination has helped us be on sort of predator lockdown. Like we will get coyotes like in the far back reaches of our pasture, you know.
You haven't gotten wolves yet?
No wolves. I've never seen evidence of wolves around here.
Okay, we lived
That's
up
good.
in a high altitude of Barton for a while.
They used to
Pack
go
of
through our
wolves
yard.
used to go through our
Midday.
yard.
You sure wolves, not coyotes?
Wolves.
Wolves,
Definitely.
full-grown
Timber
timber
wolves.
wolves.
Huh?
Yep.
Wow.
A whole pack of
Midday.
them.
Yeah,
Go walk
no.
right
it's-
through.
we have not had wolves around here. Coyotes, yes.
Yeah. And bear.
Bobcat, bear. We have plenty of those.
We have lynx that we have to deal with.
So we don't
Where
have
we
lynx
are
just
now.
this far south. Like I think we're just on the border. I've gotten a lot of bobcat activity around here over the years. But,
They're a little bit more
Yeah.
south,
We're
but
further
east.
south.
yeah.
We are
But-
further south.
Oh, you are? Huh.
And
Yeah.
hybrid lynx.
Lynx
Yes.
over there. That's incredible. Because like the bobcat, yeah, but like wow, I didn't know the lynx. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I did some research. We're right on the
He didn't
border
know what
of
it
lynx,
was.
But
So
and a hybrid lynx looks. It's kind of like a mix of the two.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
he did some research
So
on
we
it
did that. And
because we weren't sure
because
what it was.
I was literally as close as I am to him, face to face with it.
That's
because
crazy.
it went after my chickens, and I went that.
I caught a bobcat stalking our ducks one day, and it was probably about where I am to like where the oak is.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
and it was. I was like, wow, I can't believe it's that close. And,
Yeah.
By the way, your cat is very friendly.
Oh, all of our cats. So you can actually see. So Pablo's, he's very friendly. I can usually even get him to come when I call him. Ginny, who's the littlest one, she's also super friendly. Molly's pretty friendly too. So all three of them are friendly. Molly though has become the bully of the three, and she like picks on both Pablo and Ginny, and it's like, oh come on, be cooler than that.
There's always one.
always-
No,
that's a pet.
she's the like established herself as I am lead cat here now.
Yeah, she says, always got to be one at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
Although sometimes I'll go up to the health food store
Right,
if I
yeah.
can't
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
something that I really
Is that where you get your feed for the ducks? Or
So I usually use Morrison's. So Morrison's they're actually just in Barnet, but
Yeah.
like they grow stuff around all over the place here,
Yeah.
and then they have like a
Oh,
retail store in St. Jay, and so that's where I'm usually getting stuff.
oh, okay.
So you use all organic or not?
Mostly. So there's occasionally situations where like they don't have it,
Yeah.
like especially as I'm talking about the ducklings and like kind of making sure I have like the niacin-based feeds for them when they're in those early stages.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, yes.
Yeah, you told me there was a slightly
Yeah.
different feed for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
ducklings. I'm like,
There,
okay.
there is a company here in Vermont that makes organic feed.
Organic
Yeah,
duck feed?
Vermont
They
organic.
do the duck feed.
Oh,
too.
really? What do they call?
That you can get the duckling feed.
All right, I'm gonna look at it. I'm writing this a note.
Green Mountain
I think it's Green Mountain Feed Company.
Company,
All right, I'm gonna look them up. Yeah.
and the
We get our feed
it used to be Black Mount
equipment.
Yeah.
And they have the feed store across the driveway from them.
Okay.
They sell it.
It's now United Ag and Turf. But
Yeah, I think they're in.
they sell it, and I would buy all of ours there. It's about $25, $26 a bag. You know?
How big
I
is
just
that?
spent
50 pounds?
$24.99
That's not that bad.
on
No.
a.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, but it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at the price of the Poulin also has. So
Yeah.
now finally they never did.
Yeah,
use
I
that.
heard that Poulin did because they're like the other place that I'll go to is like Poulin and get their stuff. There's a couple places that sell around here.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
And,
Yeah.
and Poulin's is like $5 to $6 less.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, I might just stick to the good stuff and have healthier birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be different if it was like $20 different.
Yeah.
So we went for a few years without. What was it? 3 years or 2 years without any
Animals.
livestock, no animals, no nothing.
Uh.
But when we moved down to where we're at now, we were hauling the chicken coop in the back of the trailer,
Yeah.
loaded with chickens.
Oh,
And we
wow.
went down through
Well, the Route 5
Monroe, and there was a
Route 5
wedding going on,
bridge
and they
and-
were cheering us for coming down with chickens.
That's awesome.
And they were yelling, "Welcome to the."
yeah, that was when they were rebuilding the bridge
Oh, the bridge over there.
down
Yeah.
So
here
we had
on
to
Route
take a
5.
detour.
Yep.
And there's no way I was going to get that truck with the trailer through there. So I said, no problem. I'll just jump over into Monroe and go
The
down
other
that
truck's
way.
a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Then when we came
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
Monroes, I passed the dump truck right in the tight spot of the narrows. With the truck.
Really
Yeah.
nice to meet you
Nice
guys.
to meet
I
you
need
too.
to give you.
This is unique the way that Amanuset runs into the Connecticut. And actually opposing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
These are the ducks that I just bought off GoldShaw Farm. One drake, 2 females.